All right, go ahead.
Running a Fever, episode 100.
Is that all you're going to say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Running a fever. Running a fever.
Don't worry, that's just a preview of a possible new theme song. I wanted to get a professional to record it, but it's been in my head so long, I just wanted to share it with you. Welcome to the centuplicate episode of Running a Fever. Centuplicate? Yeah, I looked that up in a thesaurus.
I love my life.
Yes! I love my life so much that I want to make it last as long as possible, and I'm willing to do what it takes to get there. This is my story, how I went from my old sedentary life to one full of activity, energy, health, and downright fun. Do you love your life that much? Now, it would be easy for me to use the same old formula for these anniversary episodes. A look back, a bunch of clips, reruns, etc., etc. So might as well get started. Just kidding. There will be a section at the end looking forward to some changes coming in the future episodes of Running a Fever. But I would be lax in my duties as a host if I didn't give you some of what I think are the best moments of the last 100 episodes. So here we go. How's my hair look? Well, gotta look good for the podcast. It's very important. Very important. Everybody tells me you got a face for podcasting.
To me, it's just like grape, but maybe that's the new grape. Maybe I think that cranberry grape is now grape. I don't know, because of the ocean spray effect. That's something I just made up. Anyway, tastes great. Death. Not really a goal.
We're gonna try these socks, both the hiking socks and the running socks. And if we like them, we'll be, going steady. And who knows what that could lead to. I gotta tell you, it's not gonna lead to marriage because I can't be married to a sock. I have to tie up my pants because I'm too skinny for them. Tearing up the string, but it's gonna be worthless if I can't get it out anyway, because these pants are just gonna fall off. For the longest time, I just pulled them on, right? They've got a little elastic. If I don't tie this string up, they'll fall off, especially.
We're in ridiculous clothes. Ridiculous.
And I don't know if I've ever seen a live scorpion.
Even the band, I've never seen the Scorpions live. Maybe it's 5.5. Can't believe after months of walking this trail, I still don't know how long it is. Live math warning, live math warning. And then she got out the grinder, right?
Finance department. Fashion department.
Philosophy department.
Medical department.
Diet department. It's a major department. It's really a VP level department here.
Car tips. Welcome to the car tips portion of the show. This is the chemical biology section of the medical department. Welcome to the cooking segment of the show. So there's my squirrel story for the day. Squirrel story number 1, squirrel department. Rodent department, small mammals. I'm not sure what category a squirrel fits into. Do some more research on that.
It's quite a bit warmer than it has been in recent days. Another beautiful day at Lake Fayetteville.
And the word for this morning is cold. It is very cold out today. The weather on my phone says 35 degrees.
God looked down on this part of the world and for some reason found us worthy to bless us with a beautiful day.
It's been a little misty today, so I decided to go ahead and try out the rain suit.
1/10 of a mile in, sun is just above the trees. Walking right by some pine trees. Smells really nice. Christmas trees. But, sometimes it's like today, it smells awesome. Yeah, as a result of the weather today, we have a beautiful sky. Feels a little cooler out, but the sun is out. Nary a cloud in the sky. And like I said, it's beautiful. This stretch goes right by the water. I mean, down, there's a little grass, there's a bank right to the left as I'm walking along, and green grass, some white rocks, and then water. It's a really nice view. One of the things that came to me this morning is this simple, the question that came to mind is, do I love my life enough to make it last as long as possible? Something that I've just really learned recently, and has been a powerful, powerful concept for me to learn, is that not only do I have to have an end goal that I want to achieve, I have to have something that motivates me to go and work on getting to that goal on a daily, regular basis. The road is just too long to simply be looking at the end goal. I'm not saying you don't have to have it. You do. You have to visualize that end goal, and you have to keep it in mind. But there is another aspect of this that is very important, and that is, and that's why people who succeed at things will often have a passion for what they're doing and really love what they do. So it's almost not like work. And I think it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm just really happy all the time, but it means that I'm looking forward. I'm hopeful to the things that would be better, and I'm happy about the things that are good now. I've always been the kind of person who's always really just looking forward and hoping for something better. Try to make that happen when I can, and so I really want to live as long as I can. Philosophy department. Reality is a myth. There is no reality. Make your own reality. Question reality. Challenge it. Nothing in your future is reality until it happens. Nothing is impossible until it's been tried and tried again. So don't worry about how good you are, how much talent you have. Just do it. The opportunity is there. Just do it. Through the holidays, I'm not taking time off of the holidays and then doing a New Year's resolution thing. My resolution starts now. And I've got a fever to keep running and to keep getting healthier. All right, this week we're going to be aggressive, okay? There's no more Mr. Nice Guy out here. It's about being more healthy, gaining health, not losing weight. Didn't have lunch today, which is not recommended. As a result, I got hungry and wound up eating a piece of pie around 2 o'clock. But bacon grease is always preferable. And then once that's all melted and heating up, then you put your meat in there. Sausage is good. Bacon is excellent. Country ham is good, and even bologna sometimes. And we're going to talk while I'm running, and we're going to talk about running and some other things. Should be very interesting, and I hope you'll subscribe. But the 10-mile thing, that sounds like that might be a pretty good goal. So since this is 5 3/4 miles around the lake, I think a goal of running 2 laps in a day is a pretty good goal. So that's my goal. and I want to do it in a year. And I'm just walking, but I'm going uphill, so it's kind of...
It makes me feel good to be working out every day because I feel like I am extending my life.
If I have to decrease my schedule, I'm fine with that. I really like the idea of going out there every day, but it's fine. I want to do what I have to do to keep this going. Because what if I can't run? How am I going to do a podcast called Running a Fever if I can't run? What I mean by new strategy? Well, I'm probably going to change my workout schedule. The reason for the strategy change is I don't think I need 12 miles. I don't think I need to walk or run 12 miles a week.
This is difficult, uncomfortable, and painful.
So my back is killing me, but it's muscular pain, and that's no when you're running out. I start to feel it like poison in my bloodstream. It's just that when I started to run, I definitely felt that I was getting some pain there, and that it wasn't just an ache. I feel like it's telling me there's something there that I should. I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with my knee. I just know there's a problem, and I've got some pain there, and I'm hopefully going to get a better diagnosis in the next couple days. Thrill of victory in the agony of defeat. I've been out of commission for 6 weeks because of my knee. What if this is a waste? I mean, makes me feel good, so it's not a waste, right?
Right.
I get out in the open, see the fresh air, breathe the fresh air, and see. Suppose that walking for 2 hours only extends my life by an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Is it really worth it? I'm now 24 pounds lighter. I've lost 39 pounds. As far as losing weight, I've lost 41 pounds at this point. It's about my weight loss. As of this morning, 49 pounds, probably 50 pounds. So what that means is I've lost 6 inches in my waist. Anyway, the 38 was loose on me and 36 was kind of snug. So I think I'm probably about a 37 right now. I've been wearing these 44s around, and now I've lost 7 inches in my waist, and it's just ridiculous. Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis. I've lost 64 pounds. I love my life. And I just don't care who knows it today. I've lost over 70 pounds, 8 inches off my waist, lowered my blood pressure. The big news is this weekend, I went down another waist size. So I'm down to a 34 now, which is 10 inches less than when I started. 44 to 34, 10 inches, 5 sizes. I've been spending a lot of time and mental effort lately trying to figure out what it was that changed my life in the last year, and looking for some big event, some monumental miracle that happened in my life. And, I've come to believe at this point, with all of this thinking, that it wasn't one big event. It was the fact that I took steps to bring the good to me. I came back to this area because I knew I had connections and friends here, and I started connecting with those people. Good people I put in my life for a reason. There are a lot of people that I can hang out with and make my friends. I come into contact with a lot of people, but I don't do that. I make the choice not to get close to those people and to get close to the people that want what I want, the people that have what I want. And I think that's just caught up with me. I really do. Good in, good out. Surround yourself with good things, good people, good activities, good information. And the good will flow into you, and your life will change.
I got a fever for good health, good medicine, good diet, and a good life. Good in, good out. I hope you got that fever too. I want you to keep it if you have it. I want you to get it if you don't have it. And I'll talk to you next time.
So what about the future? Well, you can look forward to a few more things and a few different things. First of all, more studio episodes. It just happens that I've got more variety in my exercise now. Now, we've done some episodes that have not been out on the trail, like the Rush Running episode. Great store, by the way. If you're in Northwest Arkansas, check out Rush Running. Their people know what they're doing. And I went there for gait analysis, and that was in episode 20. In episode 42, I went to Complete Nutrition to get my body composition report, and I took you along with me. And then in episode 54, I actually took you into my doctor's office, and we recorded a visit with my doctor, Dr. Bychak. The thing is, like, if you look at the new strategy that I outlined in episode 70, it talked about a bigger, sort of more balanced program than just walking or running. And that is sort of the serious part of my program now. And I've been doing it. I'm doing it every day now. So I've got that plan in place, and it's working. It's great and it's what I need, but some of these things are just really hard. It's kind of difficult to record, especially if I'm in a gym with music and other people and that sort of thing. So when I can't do that, I'm gonna do a studio episode to keep you up to date and give you the same information that I have been giving you. On the weekends, I go do something fun like that outdoors. I've got to continue to do that. So I'm going to do cycling. I'm going to continue to do hiking and walking. And I'm going to do some other things I want to do, like going to a climbing gym one time. Now, I may not be able to record that, but I'm going to do that. So when I can't record in that fashion, or when I need something else that I've got to pass on to you, I'm going to come in the studio and do it just like I'm doing today. There's going to be a focus on nutrition and body composition. Why? Because that's what's going on with me. I've lost 75 pounds. I'm going to lose 25 more by Christmas of this year. And then I will be at my ideal weight, at least as far as I know, as far as the BMI and the National Institutes of Health tell me what my ideal weight should be, or in that range. And so it's no longer going to be about weight loss. It's going to be completely about nutrition and body composition. I'm going to be trying to build muscle. I'm going to be trying to lower my body fat. And with my diet, I'm going to try to get the right nutrition and the right foods I need for all aspects of my health to make sure that I'm living as healthy as possible and extending my life as much as possible. Now, I'm going to start some investigation into some other longevity topics. Here's something interesting. I went to, I was at a play or something, and there was a lot of audience interaction, and someone got up and said, the fourth commandment is the only one that includes a promise. We were talking about the 10 commandments, the fourth commandment, and I'll just quote it to you from the Douay Rheims version. It's Exodus 20:12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thou mayest be long-lived upon the land which the Lord thy God will give thee. That's just one example of advice on how to live a longer life. I also want to talk about some other longevity topics, like how to be financially ready to live longer. If you're going to live to 120, how are you going to support yourself? Suppose that for some reason you can't continue to work, or you don't want to continue to work. How do you do that financially? How do you find a good doctor? I keep talking about how medical care is very important, this expertise that you've got to pay attention to. But how do you know if your doctor is giving you good advice? How do you know that this is a good doctor who knows what he or she is talking about? So I want to talk about that and investigate that and get into that more, because medicine is one of the key components of the show. Retirement. We talk about long life. We think about people who live longer. There's a point at which they retire from the working world. Is that a good idea? Should you do it early? Should you do it late? Should you never retire? I want to talk about that, because that's a big component. As we age and live longer lives, we're going to need to know how to deal with this particular area of living a longer life. Now, I want to talk more about how to love your life. This has become one of the central focus of my show, is that I love my life. I've learned to love my life. I talked about in episode 88, I talked about how I got to this point. What changed in my life that made me start loving my life and treating myself differently. In episode 76, you heard about the meaning of life. These are the type of episodes that I think you're going to see more of because this is becoming a bigger focus. Now, the show is always going to be about physical health, but part of how I keep myself healthy has to do with loving my life. If I didn't have that passion, I would not be here today. Hopefully, more from you. If you're still listening, you probably like the show. But you probably haven't let me know. So let me know what you'd like to hear about in the future episodes. Comment at runningafever.com. You can just click on the episode. You can go to the archives section if you want and comment on the different episodes. That all comes to me. You can go to YouTube and do the same thing. runningafever.com/YouTube will take you right to the YouTube channel. You can subscribe there and get notified every time an episode comes out. You can comment there. Or you can send me an email, direct mail at runningafever.com. And I will respond. And I will probably mention you on the show if that's okay with you. So, wow, I've really enjoyed the first 100 episodes, and I am looking forward to the next 100. And I want to thank you for helping me get where I am today. Until next time, keep the fever.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. I'm hitting the road, but I am going to be coming back. More and more and more, despite what the Rayettes may tell me.
This is the Padua Podcast Network. PaduaMedia.com.